Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today I am hearing the band Steely Dan for the first time, so we're starting with the song Peg. Here we go.
I seen your picture. Your name in lights above it. This is your big debut. It's like a dream come true. So won't you smile for the camera? I know they're gonna love it. Peg, I like your picture. I keep it with your letter. Done up in blueprint blue. It sure looks good on you. And when you
Oh, I like this. It is so funky. Let me grab my phone real quick. You already know I love to look up genres. It says here Steely Dan is an American rock band. I was just curious if they were specifically a funk rock band, but apparently not. So I'll have to listen to more of their stuff to get a broader picture. But there is a lot of interesting stuff happening here. So back to the beginning. I love the simplicity of this opening, but the melody is so catchy, and then the duo, which, well, it might be more than that. I could definitely hear what sounded like synthetic keys and sax. I don't know if there was more involved, but that da 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 da, I love that. Let's listen one more time.
I seen your picture. Your name in lights above it.
The way he sang Picture, there was a lot of texture at the end of that. Let me play that again.
I seen your picture.
Right, yeah, at the end there. Obviously I didn't get very far, so I don't know how this is going to progress if he incorporates a lot of texture throughout, but to me it was an interesting sound because there was so much precision in the instruments, in the melody, in the timing, and when one thinks of texture, I guess when one thinks of precision in singing, at least me, certain characteristics come to mind. So I think of full adduction, I think of really precise cutoffs, and it sounded not only like we didn't have that full adduction, so we got some texture, but then on top of that, it just kind of tapered off. It wasn't like a really clean end to the word. One more time.
I seen your picture. Your name in lights above it. This is your big debut. It's like a dream come true.
Sorry, I looked up his name. I've already forgotten. Donald Fagen. Already, his inflection is so interesting in this piece.
This is your big debut. It's like a dream come true.
Everything is so, it's almost accented. And then on top of that big debut, we got a thinning. He was definitely edging closer into his mix. Not afraid to pull that forward, to use some nasality to achieve that. But he doesn't hang on to that nasality as he descends.
It's above it. This is your big debut. It's like a dream come
even like just those little slides give so much personality and obviously fit this particular style of music so well.
So won't you smile for the camera?
That was another one. Smile for the camera. Sorry, I'm not full out singing, and I think if I did, my intonation would be all over the place today because I'm on the tail end of a head cold, so my hearing is interesting, but I can still make out what I'm hearing in this. I just can't replicate it.
It's like a dream come true. So won't you smile for the camera? I know they're gonna love it.
Oh, even that gonna love it, like it's so guttural. We went from something that was so smooth, even elegant when you think of smile for the camera, and then gonna love it just felt so, I said accented before, but it's like really big punctuation, and it's just a lot of variety in, 40 seconds.
I like your pin shot. I keep it with your letter. Done up in blueprint blue. It sure looks good on you. And when you smile for the camera, I know I love you better. Hey, it will come back to you. Hey, it will come back to you. Then the sugar falls. You see it all. It's your favorite foreign movie.
I did read in advance that Michael McDonald is doing backing vocals on this. I was not expecting so many harmonies. I kind of was just thinking it was going to be, one vocal line, easily able to distinguish that it was his voice. And you can still distinguish that it's his voice in certain moments, but if I didn't know that in advance, I don't know that I would have picked up on that. Maybe later on, I don't know how things develop, but at least in this moment, I would not have known had I not read that in advance.
It will come back to you. Then the sugar falls. You see it all. It's your favorite foreign movie.
It's almost choral in sound. I can't tell if he's in a mix or if he's using head voice, because I haven't, aside from sort of the hits that I've heard from Michael McDonald, or like, not even, I know he had a lot of hits. I guess I'm trying to even think of a signature song that was on the radio, something that I heard frequently. I don't know that I've heard a ton of his range or a ton of him singing in different registers. I just kind of think of him and I think super soulful sound in like a chest and a mix. So I don't know what head voice does for him, which is why I can't tell. Maybe as I listen on, it's high enough and it's light enough and it's airy enough that one might assume it's head voice, but you can achieve lightness and airiness and height in mix. So yeah, we're gonna keep going.
I keep it with your letter. Done up in blueprint blue. It sure looks good on you.
It's a similar mix to how this started, but for some reason, I feel like there is more clarity in his tone. I don't know if that was a choice or if they just brought up the vocals more in the mix the second time around. I'm going to play back just a little bit, but here, even though the phrases are fairly short, we're not getting to, witness incredible, like, breath control and phrasing. There is a little arc in each of these lines, which I find enjoyable because it would be very easy to just kind of quickly get through them, cut them off, and have them really sectioned throughout the piece, and it feels more cohesive the way he's creating these like little baby arcs. That's a great example. Usually when you think about phrasing, by default, higher notes tend to be louder, and so you have to be intentional with both the onset and the ending and, where you go throughout the line to make it into something more than what the melody would create on its own. So sometimes it's about bringing out certain words in the text, but at the beginning of this, you could hear just how forceful he's saying gonna, even though that very first initial note is not the highest in the line.
I keep it with your letter. Done up in blueprint blue.
Now, on the flip side of that, blue and print, we have these far more narrow vowels, so that's also affecting how much volume we hear. Sometimes as singers, both for the audience and for ourselves, we might add width or extra space to vowels that really don't need it because we can hear it better. But I like that he's singing a very pure vowel on both of those words, even though if he wanted to, he could sort of spread and let those ring out a little bit more. Last time.
Done up in blueprint blue. It sure looks good on you. And when you smile for the camera, I know I love you better. Hey, we'll come back to you. Hey, we'll come back to you. Then the shadow falls. You see it all. It's your favorite foreign movie.
I like the space between these harmonies because it matches stylistically what's been happening throughout this song. Even though we're getting these little arcs, they're very short, concise phrases with lots of separation between, lots of space, lots of rest between. And something similar is happening with these backing vocals.
Back to you. Hey, we'll come back to you.
Let me play that one more time.
Hey, we'll come back to you.
You can hear that space.
Then the shadow falls. You see it all.
Each one, hopefully you can hear that. It's got like just enough space where it's a comfortable breath for the singer, but I like the separation because of what it matches stylistically in the song.
It's your favorite foreign movie. It will come back to you. Hey, it will come back to you. Then the shadow falls. You see it all. It's your favorite foreign movie.
I think the other reason these backing vocals have a somewhat choral effect for me is Donald Fagen is incorporating a lot of slides in his vocal line, whereas these harmonies are very precise. They're they're not sliding, they're not moving a lot. So we're getting this contrast, but usually when you think of choral singing and choral pieces, there isn't a lot of sliding up and down. It's very precise because you have many voicings that you're trying to tune. And if you were sliding all over the place, that would be a lot harder to do. So it's a very full sound with these harmonies. And so I think the choral edge is just how clean and precise everything is. One more time.
Then the shadow falls. You see it all revealed. It's your favorite part movie. It will come back to you. Hey, it will come back to you. Then the shadow falls. You see it all revealed. It's your favorite part movie. It will come back to you.
I'm gonna back it up one more time. Only this time, I want to draw attention to the bass line because this is such a great song. There's so many great elements, and obviously I'm not a bass player, but my ear does gravitate toward lower voicings and also lower sounds because I just think it's cool and it's not something I can do. So it stands out. It's like, hold on, I gotta listen again.
Hey, it will come back to you. Then the shadow falls. You see it all revealed. It's your favorite part movie. It will come back to you. Hey, it will come back to you. Then the shadow falls. You see it all revealed. It's your favorite part movie. It will come back to you. Hey, it will come back to you. Then the shadow falls. You see it all revealed. It's your favorite part movie.
Okay, I did a little search and found a video of someone playing this bass line so that I could hear it amplified. I think what I like, well, there are two things. Two things that I liked about this particular bass line and why it stood out to me. One, the movement. There was a lot of movement, but also dotted rhythms. I don't know. There's just something about them, and they fit obviously so well with this song, that sort of separated funk style. So as always, I need to listen to more. And I'd love to hear another piece to see if stylistically Donald Fagen sort of has the same habits throughout their repertoire. Obviously Michael McDonald's vocals were just, the cherry on top. They added so much sparkle and shimmer. I don't know what I was expecting from this band, but this just put me in such a great mood. What a great song. So yeah, there will be more. But that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.